So glad you took the time out of your day to join us. We are super excited to be here.
Super duper excited to be here, and and we've got we on this beautiful phone we have Lori. We're having a little bit of technical stuff. She's currently Earth University's Australian representative, so their technology is just a little bit different, and we just had some trouble, so just bear with us on that front. But a big welcome to you guys that are a big welcome to you guys that are here to really celebrate Earth University with us, and to learn a little bit more about the team, to meet us, and everything's going crazy right now.
Sorry, my dog was just digging into my fortune cookie, so I had to put an end to that. But yeah. What were you talking about?
I was just saying that thank you guys for coming to really celebrate Earth University, and to find out a little bit more about the team, about Lucas and I, and Lori. We're hoping Lori's going to get on the call with us just to really meet us and find out about Earth University and what our targets are. And I'll tell you just right now that we're really all about play. We're all about unwinding, and we're all about exploring the planet. And so tonight is really just an opportunity for you guys to kind of get to know us. Yeah, so without further ado, I just want to take a minute to introduce ourselves. We'll just start with Lucas and I, and maybe we'll do another one so Lori can be with us. We're missing you, girl. I know you're watching right now and trying to get on, and we'll have another one with you on there. But Lucas, will you tell us a little bit about you?
I would love to. Thank you for this opportunity. Yeah. So first and foremost, just really excited. This, I mean, I got my Bali hat on. First and foremost, right? I mean, this is what I surround myself. Obviously, metaphorically, this is what I love to do. This is what I eat, sleep, and breathe, is travel and being in communion with awesome people. And so, you know, when you called me for this, you know, this opportunity to be on board of Earth University, I was super stoked. And so basically what my passion is to, you know, invite people to explore themselves outside of what they're comfortable with, you know, and stepping out of what you're comfortable with, which is, you know, our borders, our house, and all those safety links and our community, and step out. It's this perfect opportunity to expand and just connect with the planet, connect with yourself. So that's why I hopped on board. And when you talked about what your goal was with it, I was like, that's it for sure. That is it.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, so Lucas is also, he's like super duper Mr. Humble here, but he's also like really kind of the genius around play for Earth University. This guy works with kids, and his job literally is to kind of play with kids. And you know, I think like just being around him, it's all about like being with your body and getting your body the movement that it requires. He's kind of a movement specialist.
Yeah. I think you say it better than I do. When I hear you say it, I'm like, I think she describes better than I am capable of describing myself, my talents. So.
Well, but you're always moving. Like your body, like tonight after we're done, like I'm over here having a drink, and Lucas is drinking like a health food drink right now, and he's about to hit yoga when we're done. So your body is like, you're constantly on your bike, you're constantly, you know, moving, but also when you're working with kids, you're like building Legos and
yeah, totally.
It's all about play. And actually, when we were talking about this, Lucas was like, yeah, I think we should have like bury each other in the sand while we're out traveling. And so yeah, like play is kind of your first gig. And for me too, I think that's one of the great connections we have. I'm a former school teacher, and I taught high school English, but I always made space for like crayons and watercolors, and I would take the kids out running in an English class, which is really odd, but be singing to them first thing in the morning, and you know, life without play, it's like, why bother?
Yeah.
Why even be
It's
here?
no good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dig it. Dig it.
But it's what happens to so many adults, right? I mean, how many of you guys out there watching right now have, you know, you're like, you got past college or even high school maybe, and you got into this world, like Lucas is talking about the structures of your house and the boundaries of like the city you live in, and it was like you did everything to get it right, and then you found out that you had the career and you had all that stuff, but you weren't really happy, and that's like top priority, top notch for us is like joy, happiness. It's actually a possibility, and we at Earth University really want to deliver experiences to you guys that will give you space to have that without any judgment. It's like, you know, whatever it is that makes you happy, we want to create experiences that are designed around you and what can actually deliver you the joy. Yeah.
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 That's exactly what it is. I mean, I don't think it needs to be. It's not a complex thing, you know. I mean, this is, to me, when I think about what I want to provide in the experience is, and that's one of the, I think how we developed the partnership, how we, I think, linked up these personalities that we have in Earth University is that we all have our own really valuable tools and talents. For me, it's about linking us to this sort of lost or maybe disconnected kind of animalistic spirit, which is play. It's an animalistic spirit is that child that we all just like disconnect from, and throughout life we just lose connection to it. And Donna and Lori and myself, we all have our own ways of bringing about that connection. For me, my talent is the play, and the body piece is where I come at it. And I think you, with like the bars classes and your ability to like name maybe how people, what the talents of the people are, and what somebody's particular talents are, and how they can best like link up with that spirit, with that piece. That's, you know, and that's where I think you're awesome at. So
thanks, man. Yeah, it's
we're
good
stoked.
stuff. Yeah, so and Lori's not here to talk about play, but those of you guys that are watching that know Lori Scott already know that the woman embodies joy like nobody's business. Like, there is nothing that she takes seriously. Things just roll off her back, and she is so easygoing and playful and fun, and she, you know, we'll have another hangout and we'll make sure we get this nailed down so she can be here talking to you guys about it too, because she's just brilliant, super playful, super happy, goofy, laughing, and we're super grateful for her. But yeah, talking about the bars piece, yeah, so that's the next part of Earth University, which is around unwinding. And you know, I don't know about you guys watching, but for me as an adult, I had a career as a teacher, and I did all kinds of stuff to experience pleasure, or just that, that sense of relaxation and space. And I would get small glimpses of it, but I came across this thing called access consciousness a couple of years ago, and there's something called the bars, and there are these points around your head, and all you do is just hold someone's head. And this is the space, and that's like all it takes. And so we will be doing a bars class on, during our trips. It's like one of our targets is to give you the information around access consciousness in the bars so that you can experience the space that we've all found. And also, Lucas is talking about communion with the planet. Man, when I'm in a bar session, it's kind of indescribable. Like, I don't know if you guys can get the energy of it, but it's just this beautiful, easy, relaxed space. And so that's one of our targets, but it's not just in the bars class, but can you guys hear the dogs? There's like 3 dogs munching on bones and growling. So yeah, so I will be I'll be facilitating your bars class, obviously with some help, because Lori is also super duper familiar with the bars, and Lucas is a god at running the bars. So that's something that we'll be looking at in terms of unwinding. But like, what else do you?
It's just exploring the different levels.
What else do you do? To unwind, Lucas?
Am I too far away?
No, you're great.
What if
Just
I
get really
like
close.
a rap video? Yeah. Earth University coming at you raw.
This is play. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. We have it.
Yes.
No matter what. So, what else do you do to unwind?
Unwinding. Yes, that is my specialty. And so, you know, like you were just talking about, I mean, I really just want to show people the way I live and the things that I do that bring about change, bring about like excitement, joy, and it's not going to be hard. I mean, Jesus Christ. So.
Hi. Yeah, so unwinding and play. This is
so
it right
yes,
here.
we some of the other pieces that are going to be built into this trip that's I'm really excited about. You know, when I'm in that space, I think waking up with like a morning meditation, laugh yoga therapy. I've done that a couple times. And it's the thing about it is just totally unpretentious. It's just like laughing your ass off and having somebody who can like facilitate scenarios that make you laugh. And
can you give us one?
Well, yeah, I mean, but you gotta be involved.
I'll do it with you.
So one of the most.
Hey, were you guys watching? Will you just do this with us? This laughter exercise.
All right, so it starts like this.
Yeah.
I'm going to start out the laugh, but I need you guys to laugh hysterically, almost like a Jack Nicholson crazy laughter. Come on, off, Max, off. Off. Off.
Okay, Jack Nicholson crazy laugh. Okay, I can do it.
But you'll find that it becomes like infectious. and it becomes like real. Right.
The dogs have already started after the barking yoga. Yeah.
All right, bro. It's okay. Shh. All right. You just lie down. Go to the bed. He's bothered by, he's not bothered, he's really excited about this. Sorry, we're in my...
He's celebrating too?
Yes. So it's going to start like this.
Oh, that's good.
So that was
totally real.
It feels good.
It feels so good.
It feels great. Your body becomes just awakened, and
yeah.
I mean, imagine with a circle of people around you. It's a whole different scenario, and
yeah.
So I think in connection with being an amazing place, waking up with, and these are all like optional things. You wake up with morning meditation. We wake up with our yoga therapy. We have our bars classes, and this is all choice. Every day there's going to be like a period in the day where there's a choice period of time. Like, do you want to go off with Donna to do a bars class? Do you want to go with me for a hike or surf lessons or yoga on the beach, meditation?
Yeah.
We have 3 people really excited about what they do, love for travel, and so many talents.
Yeah. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, so, Earth University is about, we're talking about play, we're talking about unwinding, and we're giving you a sense of what would happen on a trip with us, and it'd be a group of people laughing together, and yeah, just being on the beach snorkeling. I know you were just in Maui, and I was just in Maui, and I just want to give a shout out to Matt if you're watching, and Conscious Adventure Tours, kind of our brother company.
Conscious Adventure Tours is
sweet business.
Was the impetus.
Yep, impetus.
For this excitement. So, Matt, if you're there,
we love you, man.
You.
Yeah, so anyway, we were both in Maui, and just like that being in the ocean and snorkeling and seeing all the wildlife and just laying out under the sun is just, it's such a joy for your body to be with the earth in different places, and which actually leads us into the next component, and this is where I really wish Lori were here. Lori, we got to do another one, maybe just geared around exploration, because Lori is actually, Lori Scott is actually from the States, but she's a world traveler. She's been everywhere, and I wish I could interview her. She's been everywhere on the planet, and Lori is amazing at sort of having that playful curiosity that gets her to different places around the earth. I don't know how she does it. But I'm glad that she's on our team with us, and she's actually in Australia right now, and I know she's been hanging out with kangaroos, and she's been, hanging out with dolphins, and just having this playful exploration, and she's been doing a lot of the legwork in terms of looking at Bali, but there is a magic when you go somewhere that's really, like when I was in Maui, just going somewhere where you don't have a point of view about anything, and you just kind of have to just, you don't have any reference points for anything, so you can't be like, oh, okay, it's 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I usually go to this class, or you're just kind of like, okay, everything stops. All the machines, the machinery is the background noise of your life, kind of stops, and you're just really, it actually brings you to this beautiful place of presence. Like how many of you guys would love more presence, and how much is the planet really asking for us to just travel around and visit and be present with it in different places? So yeah, can you talk about exploration a little bit, and like what that is for you? And
I think that's exactly it. I was just hearing you talk and hearing the way you worded it, it just brings light, reminds me of how I feel, and just worded differently, and I think that's what you're so good about. And she's also, Donna's a brilliant writer here, and so hearing her really put words to that experience, I think is a great talent of hers. And but as far as exploration, I think that's just it. It's such a fantastic opportunity to explore. It is about exploration of the planet. Yeah. But I think, to me, the most important thing is that you're exploring yourself and finding this connection to like this quiet space within you, and that you recognize the value and like the healing power of that, and how like incredibly important that is for your happiness, for your level of joy, for everything, for how you be as a mother, father, as a lover, whatever it is, coming back into that world where there is responsibilities, that's the reality of it, but to recognize that there is easy ways to jump back in and find that space within your own world, within your community. And I think that we all are going to be, that's what we're going to set out to do. First and foremost, we remind you within this trip, this is an amazing experience. Reconnect with yourself, reconnect with the planet, and then there's going to be this ongoing communication, dialogue, where I think we hold each other accountable. Like, what are you doing to choose something that's different? How have you stepped out of, you know, kind of the normal life? Because, like you said, having no point of reference or stepping out of just like it's 5 o'clock, I gotta get home for Game of Thrones or whatever. Like, switch it up, challenging yourself. Like, no, you know, we're setting aside this day, this time where this is without expectations. This period of time, I'm free. You know, I'm rolling with it. And I think there's real value in psychological health in doing that, and that's part of what we're going to experience on this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just like blown. I'm just like the vibe of it's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just overwhelmed with gratitude. Like I'm about to tear up just because I get to work with Lucas and Lori and man, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like there's actually, if you're watching and you're thinking like, oh my God, you guys are talking, you're speaking my language. Play is important to me. Unwinding is important to me. Exploring is important to me. The planet's important to me. Friends and community is important to me. Just know that you're not alone. If you're watching this hangout, you're just surfing the net right now, just please know that you're not alone. Like, I just have this sense of like, I can't even believe how lucky I am to like know people, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not alone. There's more of us around, and we're all over the world. And sometimes you, like, wake up in your own city, and you're like, God, these people are so entrenched in their, like, very, very, you know, narrow way of being and functioning. And so you think, like, you're so weird and strange and wrong because you're, like, the only one that's like, wait a second, there's got to be something else possible. But you're not alone. You just might have to explore beyond your city to find the people who are actually joyfully exploring, because they're all over the world. And I'm just like, gratitude is immense right now, and I'm excited to see who, you know, like who we connect with. And so we have a trip scheduled to Bali in the fall, and if you're watching this video and you're on our website right now, awesome, explore. This is definitely not a sales pitch. If you came and you just wanted to jump in on this vibe, like, seriously, we're grateful that you came to celebrate with us, and there'll be more stuff coming out, and please join us whether you plan to travel with us or not. If you are, like, excited about this and this feels fun to you, please ask Lucas questions, ask me questions. There's information on the website about how to get in touch with us. We've got a trip coming. Ask Lori questions too. She's in Australia, but she's totally approachable, totally easy. She's so fun to talk to. She and I connect at least once every day, and it changes my life every time. Lori, every time we talk, it changes my life. Thank you for just being.
Right on, Lori.
So if you are interested, ask us questions. Get curious. The trip is in September. We're going to be taking you guys. You'll fly into Bali. We'll spend a couple of days, you know, right where you land, and then we're gonna travel out to the Gili Islands and do some snorkeling. It's almost like is that what they named the Gilligan's Island after? Because it's beautiful. It's just tropical paradise, snorkeling and
maybe.
And then we're gonna head into Sidemen inland, and that's where the trip gets really like amazing. There's volcanoes and it's jungle and it's just I mean, that's where the exploration gets kind of crazy. That's where we kind of just commune with the earth in ways that maybe have never been possible. And we're going to be visiting an orphanage. So one of our targets with our trips, and I think all of us really feel like giving back, and I don't even know if that's like the right lingo around it, but just, you know, I don't know.
I was just going to jump in like this. We're all, you know, I think of, we want to provide something that hasn't been done. I mean, we all travel. I travel. I did the Peace Corps. I've lived in a shack in the middle of nowhere, Panama. I've led student groups to Moab on camping trips. You know, I've led international excursions. But what I don't see is like a real diverse mix. So, like, you know, you've got your missionary trips. You know, you've got those. People are doing that. You've got the churches, and you know, if that's good for them, no judgment there. You've got, you know, your yoga retreats. Great. But I think we all agree that we want this amazing package, that it's not, this isn't like a booze cruise. This isn't by any means like on a ship and just get wasted and check out. This is, how can we connect at the deepest level with ourselves, with the planet, at an unpretentious level. Like, we're not, you know, preaching that we're going to sit in this, like, you know, $500 a night luxury resort and talk about how connected and groovy we are. You know, I mean,
even though we're super groovy.
We're super. we are that. But that it's got this element of, like, I think there really needs to be a connection with people who live on this planet.
Yeah.
The majority of this planet does not see the world and has our point of view of such abundance and wealth, and to tap into that for a day. So there would be, you know, a volunteer day that, to me, in my experience with the Peace Corps, it brought such joy to just connect with that.
Yeah.
And to connect with all these different elements of body, of laughter, of local culture. And I think it's just an amazing experience. It's not like any travel experience that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, you can't get this anywhere else. We're doing something totally off the charts. And I'm not trying to boast when I say that. I just know that what Earth University is offering, and offering is something that really doesn't exist out there. So, and it's, you know, just, and then I think we'll wrap it up after this, but just even when I was a school teacher, what I did in my classroom was not what happened in any other classroom on the planet, and that's because it was my classroom. It was what I was doing, and these trips are about, I'm going to be me, Lucas is going to be him, Lori's going to show up as the beautiful being that she be, and we aim to deliver you a space where you can be you. It's like, how many trips are about you showing up as you, joyfully, without all the stuff that you have to do. And so anyway, if you have questions, please get in touch with us. We love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate it. Like, we're stoked. This is so, I'm just like, I just gotta say, like, just being in the energy when we collaborate is like brilliant. I just get like super duper like inspired and ready to just take on the world and be happily me. And yeah, you want to say anything on the way out?
You know, I think it's, like I say, I feel like it's a broken record, but this is, you know, it's a completely unpretentious, non-sales presentation of who we are. I travel. I'm going to go on this trip. You might as well come along. We've planned it all out. We've planned out all, you know, the stops along the way. We're going. We're going to have a blast. Might as well hop on board. It's just simple as that. It's like, if I was talking to my mom, my dad, I'd be like, yeah, going to Bali for this amazing experience.
Oh, that brings me, that like actually brings a question, like, who would want to travel with Earth University? And I want to share with you guys that
right. Yeah.
I totally interact with people of all ages. I love people of all life stages. I have, like, we both work with kids. I've worked with teenagers. I haven't been around, I've worked in preschool, so I like kids, but I also have friends who are, our trips will not, it's like, if you're 60 and you're thinking, oh, look at those young bucks, I couldn't keep up, I promise you that our trips will have a space for you, because the people that come are actually going to be I mean, while we've laid it all out, you're actually going to be creating the trip with us. I mean, we have our targets and we have our places, but who you are is going to bring an element to the trips that's totally unique and different. So there is no...
Well, creating it in terms of in as far as that period, and correct me if I'm wrong, like when we have that period of the day or the trip, like, what would you like to do?
Yeah.
Would you like to go off with
Yeah.
Donna's going to be doing her activities, I'd be doing my activities, and I would suspect the people who want to be, you know, more physical and running around, I would be leading that. And it's not limited to that.
Yeah.
That's not what it is, but yes, that there's
Yeah.
choice. I just want to say that the trip is out, but built in with each day is choice.
Yeah.
And so
he's a teacher. That's like such teacher talk. I love it. It's like a turn on to me. Teachers speak. I love it. All right. I think. Do you have any last words?
Just so happy and grateful to be a part of it. And
me too, man. I wish I knew what Lori was thinking right now. If Lori was gonna say any last words, I think she would say something like, there might be a lot of other trips out there that cost twice as much, and they can't deliver half as much. And with that, I think we'll close it down, yeah?
Yeah!
Woo!
All right.
Thanks for watching, guys. We love you.
Bye,
Hope
people.
to talk to you soon.